All right, what up, guys? New topic for the day for me is going to be to deal with the Stribog mags. This really seems to be a hot topic. It's pretty much all everybody talks about is feeding or non-feeding issues. Some guys have a ton of luck. Haven't had any issues, and some guys like me have had a lot of issues. And I'm basically trying to figure out, what I have to do to kind of rectify that problem. So when I first started off with this gun, this is an SP9A3, it's a roller delayed gun. Just past the 3700 serial number, so they had already fixed all of the locking block issue, the rolling block issue, whatever you want to call it. And they had also given us magazines that had a newer version of the follower. So anyway, I started off by running 115 grain jacket hollow points, 115 grain full metal jackets. And I was having failure to feed issues. This was right off the bat when the gun was fairly new. I was getting stovepipes. I was getting issues where I'd have double feeds. Just stupid issues. And doing a little bit of research, the train of thought was that the gun needed to run something with, just a little bit more grain behind it. So I went to 124 grain round nose full metal jacket. Also to note, the original 115 grains were also round nose. Full metal jacket. These are made by U.S. Cartridge Company, and I've been running these for a while. These run great. Out of this stock magazines, no issues, no problems. I mean, just running pretty much like a clock. It's been really good. And so I had been following some feeds on online on Reddit, a couple different places, talking about follower issues. These magazines have a really bad tendency to where the follower wants to tilt forwards and backwards. Honestly, I can't for the life of me figure out why, these are the followers that the gun came with, why they can't, make a longer tail on the back of the follower that runs down the guide in the magazine to keep this thing from moving up and down. Would be pretty simple and probably solve most of their issues. So I reached out to Global Ordnance and I talked to Joe and I said, hey, I understand that you guys have a new follower, and it's supposed to fix a couple of the issues where the follower is dipping. And so he said, yeah, absolutely. He said, I'll go ahead and send some to you. And so he did. So I got a bag from him that had 3 followers in it, and I'm just going to kind of show you the difference between what the gun came with and what I've gotten. This is the follower that the gun came with, and these are the new updated followers. As you can see, they've removed the little protruding bump here where the last round actually sits on, and they've made it flat. I think that's an improvement. However, I think this is not an improvement. They've gone with the little tab here for the last round bolt hold open. You can see where it used to be solid like this and not this, chintzy piece that looks like it could potentially break off. Anyway, that's the change. So, long story short, I took my 3 magazines, I put the 3 of the new followers in the mags, and I went out to the range the other day and I ran it. I had multiple issues with the 124 grain. Not a lot. Probably ran into 3 different issues. And the majority of those issues were a failure of last round bolt hold open. And so I kind of tried to monkey with it a little bit and see what I could figure out. Couldn't really come up with anything when I was at the range. I also tested out on the same day some different ammo. I've got some Blazer, CCI Blazer. It's 147 grain full metal jacket. The difference with this ammo though is that it's not a round nose. It's kind of a flat nose bullet. And I was getting massive issues with this ammo. It would not want to ride up the feed ramp very well, and it was jamming up big time. And I'm gonna relate that to these magazines and how these magazines are straight mags. They sit in the gun in a kind of a curious way. They don't kind of follow the train of thought for your PCC 9mm, where you should have a banana-shaped magazine, and the magazine actually sits canted back a little bit. That helps with feeding in the rounds. You know, I just kind of tried and true design over the years that's worked for so many manufacturers. And again, I can't determine why, you know, Grand Power has decided to not use that. So again, I wanted to kind of explain that as far as what the difference is in the followers. I'm going to go back to the original follower that I had in the gun because I think this new design is crap. Even though they've gotten rid of this little bump that's right here, you know, personally, I never really had any issues prior to, you know, as major of issues prior to changing this out, especially last round bolt hold open. I was getting no last round bolt hold opens whatsoever, no matter what I was running. So I'm going to go back to the initial follower, original follower as I got the gun, to see if I've got a change in that. Now, moving forward, for me, I do have a A3 tactical lower on order with those guys, and it's obviously going to run Scorpion mags. So this whole issue is probably, hopefully, going to go away. That's going to completely change at that point. I think I'm not going to have any sort of problems. I've seen so many guys talking about running the Lingle lower, running the A3 tactical lower, and all the problems that they had previously just dissolved because they're running Scorpion magazines. It's a better design. It's just better, period. So I'm hoping that that's going to solve my problems, and I'm going to have the ability to run, you know, even 115 grain ammo. You know, really, because I want the option to run whatever I want. Everybody knows what's going on with ammo right now, and availability for ammo. So if I'm limited to running 124 grain just because that's what the gun is happy with, then I'm going to have a hard time finding, you know, ammo to, you know, put in my stockpile. So anyway, I'm hoping that that's going to alleviate the problem. So any questions on followers, mags, you know, ammo issues that I've got and have been experiencing, you know, obviously shoot me a message, and I'll try and get back to answering those. But you know, the next time that I do a video on any of this, it's probably going to include the A3 lower. So I'm hoping that that's going to be a huge improvement. So thanks for watching.